Good morning, everybody. We had an amazing tank at the open. Thank you so much, Nasdaq. We appreciate it. And the funny part is that on Nasdaq we had a C2 closure, so we anticipate we're gonna have a C3. However, on SP 500 we have no C2 closure, so 8 o'clock was a sweep. That's what I would usually want to see. I would like to see an 8 o'clock sweep, C2 closure, and the 9 o'clock continuation. It took out the short-term low on both indices, so price can go V-shaped reaction way back to the premium, or it can consolidate, manipulate, and all right, now you can hear me. Am I online, guys? Can you see me? Perfect. I don't know what happened. I used the OBS and it suddenly just stopped working. I had to restart the OBS, and YouTube was telling me I'm still online, but I don't know how it's possible if my OBS was offline. So yeah, anyway, back to the thing is that I was bullish as well, but if the price took out the short-term low, so we can anticipate V-shaped reaction, consolidation, manipulation, continuation, or retrace back to discount and continuation. But I want to see a bearish price action only after the price took this and close below. Here seems like price is gonna close below, so I love this when we have a huge expansion and the open, and probably we won't have any entry around 10, so not ideal, but you could catch this if you enter before market. Let me see. I was annotating. I didn't enter. You see, if you enter 925, then you would be able to catch this. Otherwise, why you should short if the price was still bullish, right? Because we swapped this, or we had, if I lose out another yeah, exactly. I had a, so right now I would seek for continuation, but probably the stop loss is gonna be huge, so no bueno. Gold, I don't want to say anything about gold because I know it's a favorite. Try to see where our OBs. Okay, one OB down, up, another OB, another OB. Okay, now we turn to be bullish. There was an up move, down move, bullish, then to be bearish, still bearish, bearish, and bearish. And now we swap this area. As I said in my market analysis, I was looking for shorts towards this, my bad, and this. Price took out the short-term high and we had a lower time frame V-shaped reaction. Probably the time is going to take out this, and we can target these low resistance liquidity run. We can use this high resistance liquidity as a stop loss, but we will see. We want to see a C2, right? So if we see a C2, we're going to see a retrace back to the POI and then going higher. But again, it happens before the bullish order flow to be changed, so it can just be a retrace and going lower. So if anybody's gonna take this, be careful, and just know it's a B setup, because we are in a bearish order flow, right? Yeah, it's not like it's range. So that was one range, another range, now inside this range. So the price literally inside this range, and now grab the range low. If we have a closure, maybe I would wait for the closure, but that's gonna be like 11, and then we can see a retrace and going higher and target the pre-daily high, because it took out the range low. But since then, this is the whole range, you know, so not ideal. Okay, similar. Finally, as you can see, I wanted to see crude oil to take out this fair value gap. Beautiful. I wanted to see this range sweep hold, and if we have a closure above this, I would be bullish, as I mentioned. But we had a bearish changing state of the delivery, so I was bearish, and I was looking for this daily POI. Sadly, it happened 3 a.m. I'm not trading. That was a C2 closure. If you wanna actually mark, you can do. We swapped these low resistance liquidity high. We had a C2 here. Let me try to annotate. That was not in the trade yesterday, you remember? That's why I was telling don't trade this trade. So let me annotate. That was here. That was H1. H1C2. Go on 5 minutes. And we have a 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and a 4 o'clock. Okay, so we swapped the high, and I would use these. So as you can see, the C2 was actually just confirmed inside, and if you use this small candle on a 1 hour time frame, that was your range. So you probably wanted to see continuation lower from this area. Right? But no entry. The price took out the pre-daily low. Good morning, Alan. Good morning. So, and price took out the pre-daily low, so we anticipate retrace continuation or V-shape reaction. Took out, so this was your point of interest after this, but it already had the high of the C3 candle, so no good entry. That was the internal changing state of delivery. You could enter after this, put your stop loss here and target the OB, or sorry, the fair value gap, but in risk reward wasn't that good. You enter somewhere here, you just target the top, it's just 1-to-1, so no ideal entry as well. And I don't like to trade when the price took out the pre-daily low, right? Even we have a target lower, so I don't really wanna trade that time. So I didn't miss anything. Now we have a beautiful V-shaped reaction on a 1 hour time frame. We had a C2 at 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. We had the continuation. So probably the price wants to go higher to take these low resistance liquidity. Why? Because we actually swap this low into the fair value gap, which is a 1 hour fair value gap here. That's amazing, right? You get a 1 hour fair value gap. Price went into the daily fair value gap, probably gonna be the open low high close candle today. Now we have this 1 hour fair value gap. Ideally we want to see the price to retrace the 50% of this range, make a small wick. So I want to see the retrace into this DOI in the 5 minutes time frame. We can actually try to annotate properly. That was 9 to 8 to 9, and there is 9 to 10 now, or 10 to 11, my bad. I want to see a retrace back and going higher to take these equal highs, low resistance liquidity. We had a lot of targets here, so I want to see ideally something like this and take this one. So maybe we're gonna have an entry on crude oil. Let me see the chat. Yeah, I don't check YM. I stopped watching YM. I don't want to check that many charts. Even I don't want to check euro dollar, because I don't want to follow up with the euro, PCI, PMI, and all these informations. It's gonna be too much. Right now I'm based in Europe, but I'm planning to go back to the different time zones. So maybe if I'm in Europe right now for the next couple of months, then I'm gonna start to trade those instruments, but just only because the time zone is proper. Because euro usually moves when London session opens, but euro dollar is forex. Even if I have a futures, I have different injections in time. So yeah, anyway, I'm still waiting to see what's going to happen here. Perfect. There was a H1C2 on the bottom. Has anybody catch, or has anybody caught the actually the long? So probably C4. No, neither I. C4 is gonna be the play here. I have these point of interest, and I have these equal highs as well. By the way, if you know, you know, I'm still use standard deviation, right? Because I still think market maker models are working. You can see how the price was reacting on different levels, and we went lower than a -4, and now I want to see this to go higher. Probably this area is the first target, and it looks nice because this area usually is the area where the price retraces back to the OT of this range, and this is the area where we usually have a time distortion. And what a surprise, we have short-term highs here, and what the price can do if we reach a short-term high or low, we anticipate a new phase of the price action, which can be a V-shaped reaction, right? Which can be a continuation model, time distortion entry, second stage of distribution, or we can have a retrace and then going higher. So we will see. Yeah, Alan, I had no trade as well. No real entry for me, and I don't want to FOMO in. So right now we took out the both of the indices, took out the London and the Asian. So uh, we got low resistance liquidity here on the lower time frames, but we have as well a huge point of interest that was actually a point of control here, if you see. So I don't really want to touch now. And then we move like 200 points and we tap into the fair value gap. So probably this is gonna be taken into this fair value gap, into this point of control, and it's gonna reverse or retrace or something like that. I don't want to tell the future. Yeah, that's coming, but ideally we wanna short from premium, right? So if we use this lag, we're gonna wait to see come back and hopefully respect this low and going lower, or we're just gonna tank without any retrace. But ideally I want to see this area act as a support, and there is a imbalance as well, so we will see. And then don't forget we had this pre-weekly high here as well, so a lot of supports are here. Alright, I see we got some people. Show me some love, press like, subscribe the channel, and let me know if you have any questions, right? Yeah, no FOMO, Nicole. You don't want to use your parachute, right? When it's gonna go higher and just suddenly the motors work anymore. Yeah. And I recorded the psychological video because my friend sent me a message a couple of days ago, maybe 2 days ago. I still have a jet lag, so my time sense is really fake. And so he actually blew his 5 accounts, top step accounts, and each account had like 2,000 something, so that was like around like 10,000 ish, 11,000 ish profit, and he lost all of them. And actually he told me with $200, so he lost $200, and I anticipate he was raising the bad habit that sometimes he was just got in with mini because he's got like 2,000 buffer, and that gives you this fake psychological delusion like, oh yeah, I can take a bigger risk because I got 2k. And they don't really people actually, I noticed that they don't really value the numbers on the screen, and they sadly just number, and they don't remember how many hours they have to work for $10,000. Let's say in European country, that's a lot of money. And see, we had a short-term high around the -1.5. What we can anticipate: retrace, V-shape, consolidation, manipulation, and going higher. So take it easy on CR. And anyway, so and I was thinking about to do some psychological videos in the next couple of weeks, because I think it's really important. People, they don't really talk about that because they strategy hopping, jump here, jump there, and that's not cool. They're losing serious money. And even I remember when I started would be so good if someone give me some good psychological videos. And now yesterday I watched Larry Williams conversation with one of the ninja trader, and that was amazing. If you know Larry Williams, he's one of the best trader ever. And yeah, so that was a really good video. And even sometimes I feel like I want to press the button, and let's say if I would press, I would blow my account straight. So I think the best to avoid is to follow the strategy and the risk management. With a $50,000 prop firm account, you're not allowed to risk more than $100. I'm telling. I know it's like, yeah, I make just only $200, But dude, you make $200 in 15 minutes. What are we talking about? How many hours you have to work for that money? Maybe 1 or 2. I'm not sure about what your position, occupation, you know, or job skills, but in Europe, that's you know, a lot of money. And I just realized that if I'm not following my plans, my strategy, I'm out. I'm dead. I cannot trade, because then I think that's because we are human beings, that our emotions takes control over the logical part of your brain, or our brain, and no bueno. And then we also, I can say bad words because YouTube's gonna block me. So yeah, that's really bad. All right, and another thing, when you trade, don't watch other streamers. I know it's not good because nobody's gonna watch me, but I realized that when I was watching other people stream, usually I was trying to find trade ideas because my strategy or entry model wasn't there, and I was following other traders, and because I didn't take exactly the same amount of trade they took, and the frequency of the trades they took, the trading edge wouldn't play out, and I was constantly in minus and blowing accounts. And yeah, I remember when I was trading with packs, I blew maybe 40 accounts easy. And that's easy because it's cheap. Like for buying for $20, you don't value. That's why I was talking about yesterday in my video as well. Like, we don't value the money we pay for the challenges. Oh yeah, what if I, you know, pass the account in 1.5 months? Dude, if you pass the account 1.5 months, that means constantly you can make $3,000 1.5 months with one account. If you have three accounts, you make $9,000 each 1.5 months. That sounds good. Hell yeah. Like, why you said if you cannot pass the account in 2 days? That's not real. Be happy if you can pass the account in 1 month, and then you do the same and you do $3,000 each month, each account. You have 5 accounts, you use the structural leverage of the prop firms companies, and you make $15,000 a month. I beg your pardon, is not enough money? So anyway, let me see the chart. All right, let's tape the gold. So we had the C2 closure. We swapped this pre-market low, and then this yesterday's PM. So we can anticipate higher prices. Even we are in a bearish order flow. Oh no, I didn't want. I want to have this. Okay, finally I will find the proper tool I want to use. See, so I want to see the price to respect the 50% of this week. Here we go. That's a point of interest. I want to see a 5-minute changing state of delivery inside the weekend. That was a trade yesterday here, by the way. You see, I closed my trade on the M5 fair value gap, and it went against me. So that's why I have to see what's your sniper in and out. So let me see. Yeah, you have a huge manipulation out of the range. So that's my point of interest. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So, and we ideally want to see confirmation of the sweep, right? Which was this confirmation went higher, and because already closed below this order block, you see here, that was a low, and it twice closed below. We don't want to see something like this if we anticipate expansion to the upside, right? Because this one reminds me ranging, and we don't want to take trade inside the consolidation, so probably it's not good. It looks nice on the 1 hour time frame, but doesn't look good because that was a low of the order block. We closed below, we opened, went lower, sweep all these lower time frame, low resistance liquidity, probably a 30 second, and we close higher, back to this area, back to this order block. We couldn't close above these down close candles, went higher, you see, and swept the body, and then went higher again. So it tried like 3 times to sweep, go higher, couldn't, and went again lower. So probably we're gonna have something like this, or from the 50% of this week. So I wasn't looking for short longs on gold. Here we go. Yeah, Nasdaq is tanking. Beautiful. So I want to see how the price is reacting here. Nasdaq is gonna hit the pre-daily low. Let me open the short like 5 minutes right now to have 10 points and make $1,000 in 1 second. Here we go. No, just kidding. So are you bearish on Nasdaq currently because of the 1 hour structure? Well, what we have, we are trading inside the daily candle. So what we want to do, we want to follow the 1 hour, because we do fractal, we want to follow the 1 hour trend. Okay, so if the price changes the 1 hour trend, I'm gonna go follow with the 1 hour trend. All right, and keep in my mind as well that the price acting differently at different levels. Okay, we had closure below, and you can see the price opened, went higher, and retested this low and went lower. Here it's not that easy to see because it displaced and left a fair value gap. But if you understand the price action, you see that was the last bearish move before the price went higher. So we anticipate this one acting as a resistance, and the price went higher, acted as a resistance this area, and pushed the price lower. We had equal lows here at pre-daily low, so probably the price is gonna hit this level on Nasdaq, SP 500 as well. Yes, so in the short term, yes, I would like to see bearish move today because this down move, but, and it's a big but, after this move and the price move like this, not really easy to engage the price action, right? Because where you could enter, it was literally a free fall. We had a bunch of low resistance liquidity here and here. Where the price stopped moving inside this imbalance, retested something here. We can see on the lower time frame what we have here, or you can see on the left side, we have this area here, and the price went lower then. So now really ideal entry. I didn't have anything, and I'm fine with that because I don't want to raise bad habits. But yeah, right now I'm bearish because the price changes direction on the 1 hour time frame. So I would like to see I would like to see how the price is reacting. The price reached a pre-daily low. So if the daily is usually external liquidity. When we have external liquidity, we anticipate internal liquidity to be taken. So if the price reach, and that's why it's so important, short-term high, low, external high, low, we can anticipate 3 things. One is a V-shaped reaction, right? Have a huge wick, because the buying or the selling power pressure just take action. Second, we can anticipate continuation signature, which means we can anticipate consolidation, manipulation back to the range, and then going lower, or we can anticipate retrace back to the premium or at least the 50% of the bearish move or the bullish move, and looking for bearish continuation. So that's why if you have a 5 minutes, you're looking for 1 hour, and if you have a 5 minutes change in state of delivery, so important in the relation of 1 hour, right? Let me know if it was clear and you understand everything. All right, crude is gonna just go. You see, no entry. We got this small reaction and went higher. So no entry. Am I sad? No. It's okay. In gold, you see, we went lower. Probably this area is a 50% of this range. Let me see. Yeah, into the 50%. And another thing, many times I've seen when we have a week, that a lower time frame looks like something like this, and we have a order block or something here inside the 50%, and that's why the price sweeps this low and go retrace back to the last or previous OB and then goes lower. So what happened, came here, went back here, this area was a resistance. Now I'm gonna see continuation and use this inducement to target this low. And then crude was gonna no, just kidding. All right, we took out 3-daily low, beautiful, still flying lower. We have this low resistance liquidity. This is my last target. Yeah, probably I'm gonna finish the stream earlier, because it doesn't make any sense to trying to looking for entry when the price was just tanking. Literally, if you see, not even a 5-minute structure, you see, no even one candle. Okay, we had here one candle, right, Asian low, but not even a single candle is bullish. So don't tell me you find the entry and that was a proper entry. Yeah, it was. I believe you. Good luck in your trading career. I'm not talking about you guys who's watching my stream. I'm just talking about the average trader. Yeah, probably they just enter here, put the stop loss here, because there is no logical, no structure where you can put your stop loss. So where you would put your stop loss here. So you tell me it's like a $200 Nasdaq is a good stop loss to target 400. Sure. Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, ideally, so the problem is that we have a high resistance liquidity here, right? But this one is a failure swing towards this external liquidity. So if the price comes this area, I want to see the price to take out this low as well, because I don't want to see something like this and then going higher and then lower. But it can happen because it can be another failure swing towards this internal liquidity, which is a failure swing of this external liquidity. So, and that's actually a 780-ish area, but no entry. I don't want to play a retrace because that's a low probability to show longing after like 400 something points. Trying to catch the falling knife is not my cup of tea. And I had a trade. I had a trade tonight. I'm uploaded already. Now, no, no volume profile here. Camarilla is the guy who has never traded live profitable, so I don't really know. I've seen many times trading on Ninja Trader and he made a couple of $1,000 minus, but on video is always good. For me, the most translucent trader is Lumi Traders. She always trades live and she shows everything, no hindsight. You see gold. So I was telling 50% back lower. Textbook. That was a Picasso, but not my Picasso, but that was classic. So this is a classical. So it's like so important to understand the week, because if we understand what's weak literally in a candle, then we understand why usually the 50%. Why? Because every trend, let's say bearish move, let me change the color, like let me do like this. That's a range, right? And we have the 50% here. Some different colors, this, yeah. So, and if the price wants to continue its move, usually happens, or so always usually retrace back to the area. So that was in the lower time frame something like, right, and on the, if you understand there was a up move as well. So the week here is a up move on a lower time frame, and we want to see the 50. If the price wants to continue its bullish move, we want to see the 50% to hold. But at the same time, we had bearish move here, and we had as well 50%, and this is like market maker buy, market maker sell model. And this area was the 50% of the up move that was disrespected, because the down move 50% of the range was stronger, because we had many confluences here. So this is a bit more advanced. I don't want to really, you know, make it confused and stuff like that, but always nice to understand what the week actually does in relation price action. Okay, so yeah, that's it. There was a open low high close candle. I think I'm done with the crude oil for today, because it's gonna take out these. I don't really wanna trying to long inside the C5, even if we have higher prices, right? Because ATR is an average dollar that the crude oil has, or let's say moves one day, and probably we already inside, or the external, or no, extreme of the ATR today. Yeah, sorry, my English is my second language. So I think the crude oil is already in the extreme of the ATR. So, and then we had 3 up moves, and we still have half an hour, and we have easy low resistance liquidity here into these resistance support, and that was a range. It's a 50% of the range that acts usually resistance, so it can just consolidate the rest of the day. I don't really wanna do anything with the crude oil anymore. Okay, short-term low was taken, so maybe we're gonna have now a C2 closure. We will see how the price is reacting, and I'm really curious how the Nasdaq or the SP 500 because gonna act this level, because if it's gonna be a week, then we can anticipate retrace and then continuation, or accumulation, manipulation, continuation from this area. But no crystal ball. Yeah, I think I would say the Trump market, let's say, let put me this way, the Trump market is a bit more difficult to trade than the previous markets, and that means you learn a new strategy, you put the effort into the new strategy that works, you know, on this market, or you gonna be more patient and only trade A plus setups. So yeah. Yo, nah, yeah, I use the standard deviation and then a minus 2.5 ish around like 667, so it's close enough, but I don't really care where the price wants to go. I only thing I care that if I see my entry model, I want to get in and make a profit. I I don't want to um, show exactly where it wants to go. I just want to see if I have an entry, I enter, I have my 2R and done for the day. Here we go. I hope God's gonna have a C2 and we can go for these low resistance liquidity here. So, but yeah, I see the four standard deviation level, but right now the problem is that no clear M5 structure, and I'm not trading 3 minutes or 1 minute candle anymore because the noise and not part of my trading plan. And then if I miss a trade, then I just miss a trade. I'm fine with that. All right, let me see. We have a C2 here. Perfect. And I'm still updating my stream, and I'm planning to somehow put on the screen my trader weight as well. Not yet. I'm not sure yet how I will be able to show that much information, and I'm not sure is it good to see or not, because maybe that's gonna overwhelm your mind, guys. I was thinking to put somewhere on the right here my trader weight chart, part of the chart, or just a trade. I'm not sure how I'll be able to do, but if I'm working on it, so you're gonna see my trades real time as well, so you don't have to ask, oh no, or YOLO, did you take a trade or not? You're gonna see in live. So, but most important thing is that it's not financial, don't follow me, follow your trades and then your strategy. Okay, so in this, please write down why we could have a C2 closure on the 1 hour time frame based on your studies and learnings. Okay, I'm gonna read the chat now. With a proper explanation, where did you have the H1 fractal? Did you have any H1 PDA? Was part of your plane? Did the order flow change? Everything, please. Do we have a V-shaped reaction? If yes, what was the level of the V-shaped reaction occurred or appeared? So are you here in Zakis? No? I hope I pronounce your name perfectly. Alright, I just draw the liquidity levels now. We took out the short-term high here. So what we can anticipate, V-shaped reaction, consolidation, manipulation back to this 1 hour POI and going higher, or retrace back to the 1 hour POI, this fair value gap, this breakout block and going higher. And this can be another low. Let's see. Wow, flying. Now, oh, here we go. Let's see what the price wants to go. 16 more minutes. All right, I'm gonna have a coffee break. Just give me a second. All right, I'm back. Okay, so nice, thank you so much, gold, but I wanna see entry. Okay, where was the open? Oh, even there is no still open. Okay, so in that case I'm gonna change the POI and I'm gonna use a whole candle, because if it's gonna engulf this bearish down move, that's a really strong move, and we anticipate I'm gonna anticipate high up move this high, but I wanna see retrace inside this C3. Hopefully we're gonna have something like this. Right, so I'm still waiting. Let me see. Yeah, flying, and Nasdaq is Nasdaq. Let me check your charts. Exactly. You need a 1 hour changing state of delivery, and probably gonna have it now, because if that bullish move is gonna engulf. Let me put on my left screen your picture. If it's gonna engulf and close above the 5,201, then yeah, it's bullish. Exactly, took out the short-term low, and then if the price takes out the short-term high low, we can anticipate a new phase of the price action, which can be a V-shaped reaction, it can be a consolidation, or a retrace. V-shaped reaction is a reversal, consolidation, and retrace as a continuation signature for me. Yeah, it can be nice, because now you feel like maybe you find the entry, and that's, I would say, just price action. I don't want to say it's nice or bad. It's textbook or it's more difficult. Exactly. So when you start to learn to sit on your hands and waiting for your entry model, then you know you're gonna see many times, you know where the price wants to go, but if there is no proper entry, the entry will base on impulsive emotional, and that's always bad, because it's gonna raise bad habits, as I mentioned in my psychological video yesterday. I think I'm gonna switch on the light. Give me a second. Yeah, nah, it's much better. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, 11 o'clock. Yeah. Exactly. So now I'm waiting as well. Bye. I don't want to go anywhere. Another thing, if the price wants to go lower, this is the area where I want to see the price to go lower. From this pre-daily low, we had this displacement, a bearish displacement through this pre-daily low. So that means the price was strong enough to going through, make a displacement. Now it's retracing back to this displacement, and I want to see another closure. And if we have a closure, stop loss can come here and we can go for 2R. But now my strategy, this is just a M5 continuation based on previous lows and imbalances. But at the same time, if the price is gonna close above, then we can anticipate higher move, the retracement, and then goes lower. Yeah, now we actually took out these failure swings, and we can anticipate retrace and go higher this area. But I don't have any like expectations. If I see my model, I want to just enter as a robot and that's it. I don't want to have any feelings, because you know those are fakes, and I want to have a 2R. And then don't forget, we have this one here too. And I don't want to really, but we can see that we have these levels here too. These are failure swings. Equal highs before the external. So ideally the price but would be great if it goes this level, because we have so many failure swings. Literally every 10 points we have a failure swing, you see. So I wanna see the price, you know, moving fast. I don't need this anymore. And of course these are like take profit levels as well. All right, let me know if you have any retrace. I'm gonna check something on the charts on the left side here. Exactly, exactly. But you tell me what was the higher time frame area, and you see now we retrace back to this M5 fair value gap, and then if we see actually a closure, M5 closure, that's really ideal. Why? Because first of all, that's the 1 hour OB here, and the price retraces back to the 1 hour OB to this M5 fair value gap, and then if we see a closure, then we can anticipate higher prices, and this should be the protected low of the new C3 candle, right? Let me put my narrative here. I don't need these anymore. I don't need this information anymore. This one. This is a H1 OB. Here we go. This one I think I should put back. Alright, I see we got some new people. Please press like and subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. And don't forget to say hi in the chat so I know who you are, how long have you been trading, and you know, things like that makes more personal. All right, let me see what we have. All right, let's go gold, give us something. That that crude oil, you see, we were right, but no entry. Took out the pre-daily high, so nice to have a proper read and know that even you know you're right, there is no entry sometimes. So I'm gonna close the crude oil because I don't want to see anymore what happened, because I'm down, because it's already 11 and we had a huge move. And then another thing you can understand, when we have a daily fair value gap and on the 1 hour time frame we have a daily another 1 hour fair value gap below the daily into this order block, then we anticipate the price to sweep in and then reverse. So ideally it would be great to see something like this. So and then we can have 4 points of stop loss to target this high and this area. So that's gonna be a quick 2 hour. All right, so this is the area if it wants to go lower. So now this parallel gap is invalid because tagging to this. All right, let's see. Let's go. Yeah, ideally I would like to see another sweep, but don't forget we want to see a small wick to expansion. And on the 1 hour time frame as well, what I really don't like, we took this short-term high, right? This one, of course we have this one here, but the price can retrace, you know the business. So let's see, this and these are good looking targets. So here probably we're gonna have another sweep, and ideally we wanna have a smaller stop loss, but based on your buffer you have at your account, right? All right, I guess here's the second sweep. So ideally, I want to see something like this and target these and these and these, and I think that would be too odd. Let me check. Yeah. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, patiently waiting too. All right, I see God is ranging, so hopefully we're gonna have something like this. So, but probably if the whole C3 candle is gonna be range, then I wanna see something like this inside the C5. No, C4, sorry. This is a C4. This is a C3. Yeah, yeah, I hope too. Let me see the 15 minutes. We had actually yeah, I know what you mean. Let me clean the chart a bit. On the 15 minutes we had these. Let me see the 4 hour. 4 hour had the C, yeah, about. So I wouldn't use the C M15. I would do, I don't need this on 15. If the price, and this is a if again, what happened? Close above the M15, close above the M15, make a new fair value gap inside this OB, retested, and if the price gonna close above this, then this OB should be a protected low on the lower time frame, because this PDA was made from the previous PDA that actually swapped the previous OB. So there should be a, let's say, a breaker block. So this is, let me delete this. I don't know, sometimes trading view is so, I don't want to say anything, but paying for trading view is not my cup of tea. So here we have this breaker block, high, low, higher, high, right? So that means the trend changed, and we wanted to see the price coming back, breaker block and the fair value gap, and it came back to the fair value gap. Probably a lot of people longing, put the stop loss here and targeting the pre-daily high, but it's immature because it's much better to wait a second confirmation. Right here you put your stop loss here and target the same level, and you make more R. So I will still stay on the 5 minutes, and I want to see this down move be disrespected with the inducement, and then close and going higher, and maybe there's gonna be like a 10-point stop loss. So if Nasdaq is gonna make a new 5-minute changing state of delivery here, we can short and target these low resistance liquidity into this fair value gap. Okay, I won't take this trade because on the 1 hour time frame it's against my bias and against everything, but I'm just gonna annotate. Okay, so let me draw the things. We would go for 2 hour. Okay, and then what's why? Because we around the pre-daily low, we had a retrace. We wanna see a M5 changing state of delivery from the M5 OB fair value gap or PDA. So right now I would enter here, I put my stop loss here and target 2R. Here we go. Not in the trade, but this is a simple M5 scalp. Yeah, exactly. This can be ideal to a sweep. We made a lot of failure swings. I put Nasdaq on my second monitor now. Alright, gold seems like gonna go higher, but I wanna see a sweep and then goes higher. Otherwise, 18-ish point the stop loss. 06 to 89, yeah. 16, 17, let's say. Yeah. No, but we good, we good. Oh, Alan, now you see. That's okay. Focus on your work, brother. That's fine, that's fine. I'm not trading Nasdaq. I'm waiting for the gold setup. And if we have a gold setup, I'm gonna long gold. Otherwise, no trade for me today, based on my strategy. So we will see. We will see. All right, let's see the check now. Yeah, hopefully it's gonna happen soon. This is the whole move, so I don't care if the price do something, you know, like this. So still inside. Let me see Nasdaq. Let's go. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm trying to have a new application on my laptop to see the New York time, because right now I'm in European time, so I see only the trading view. It's almost 12 o'clock. So 11:30 was my, yeah, 11:55, 11:30 usually my last couple of minutes when I trade take a trade, because my mental capital is getting, you know, I condition for like 9:30 to 11:30. I can make a decision. After that, my mind is getting tired. All right, beautiful classic M5 continuation. But the goal is the whole C3 was just a range, so hopefully we're gonna have the C4 continuation, which makes sense because took out this these short-term highs, right? So this is a short-term high. These are failure swings towards this short-term high. So what we have a consolidation. We want to see a manipulation and continuation signature. Yeah, I hope so too. Oh yeah, similar price action like yesterday. We have a lot of failure swings to the upside, so I want to see the price to take it out. So now the C3 was consolidation. That means this is my range. So I want to see manipulation out of the range, probably into this internal low, and then going higher. And then if we have an M5 changing state of delivery, then price can go higher. But what I really don't like when the open and the 50% of the range exactly the same. So where I should put my 1 hour point of interest. The price exactly opened at the level at the 50% of the previous 1 hour candle. So I wanna see the price take out this low, make a new C2. So that's gonna be a new C2, right? So I wanna see the price to take out and make a new C2. And then the C4 is gonna be a new C2, but not like really C2 on a lower time frame. It's gonna be a C2. But I don't wanna confuse you guys. So, but this price action was a garbage. Let's go Nasdaq. Second stage, exactly. But if as a time distortion entry model we want to see manipulation to the opposite side, then let's say if you want a long, you want to see a manipulation to the downside, and then when from out of the manipulation it made a new M5 changing state of delivery, then you can target the range high. The range high is this level. You can target the range high. So let's say if it's gonna happen something like this, is a M5 changing state of delivery, you're gonna enter here, put your stop loss here, and your target is gonna be here. Or if the price reaches level, you take a partial here and target higher prices. It's up to you. But that's actually part of the fractal model as well, because we're gonna have a new protected low inside the C4, right?
So if someone will tell me when I started the trading that trading is gonna be like 2 hours waiting for a 10-minute setup, you make more money than 8 hours work, I wouldn't believe it. Alright, still nothing. Yeah, on Nasdaq as well, we have a inside candle. At least got finally moving inside the range higher. Let's go, God, let's go. Do you see that actually SP 500 has a smaller two candles OB, and if you see, it's actually funny to see this bearish candle here is a bullish candle here. So this was the time actually when SP 500 turns to be weaker than the Nasdaq, and that's actually a reverse signature. Yeah, I see, but I want to see closure, right? And ideally I wanted to see manipulation out of the range before it goes higher. Probably it's gonna be like, or I don't know, but when we have a range, I like to see manipulation to the opposite direction where I'm wanna you know, take a trade as a direction. So I don't like the idea it's finally moving, because now I'm gonna have again like for 190 to 209, 210, there's gonna be 20 points, $200 each micro. So if I have two micros, then that's gonna be $400 risk. Come on, God. Do something, please. 6 p.m. right now in European time. Yeah. And be honest, how many times have you felt today that you want to press the button and have a trade? How many times? Be honest. Because you have so many strategies and entry models in your mind. How many times? Well, I don't like the idea of the 20 point, but as you can see, we have higher targets here. You see the pre-daily high. So if I would enter here, my stop loss would be here. Do I have 2R? No, 1.3. So then again, I would wait for another order block and enter there, put the stop loss here and target this high, 2R. So I would wait. So this as well I learned from 3 trades in one of his videos. When we have a consolidation, ideally you want to wait the price close above the range and have a new order block, because that's a double confirmation. Because if you close above the range and you enter straight and you put your stop loss here, this can be a manipulation and price can go lower, right? Because that's the range. So that's why better to wait the price to close out of the range and make a new M5 changing state of delivery, and then it's really up to you. You enter straight the next candle, the open, and then you target, you know, higher prices, or you set your limit order and you wait until the price is retracing and goes higher. It's up to you. That's your plan. Yeah, I felt to press the button here because I have many ideas in my mind that, okay, this is a classic continuation model from the, you know, M5, blah blah blah. But don't forget, this M5 can be just a range, right? Why? Because we reach the pre-daily low and the new phase of the price action can be retraced, or consolidation, manipulation, distribution. V-shape definitely not, because this is not a V-shape. So this is a continuation signature, and this one, I remember I took this trade many times, like 1 year ago when I was looking for MMX model and just only continuation. But right now you see we had this, and hopefully we're gonna have another OB on the M5. So I didn't take it, not my cup of tea. It can be a valid continuation from the M5 OB from the pre-daily low, because it's closed below and it's respected the pre-daily low, and here as well you see respected the pre-daily low. So if it closed below this, there can be another short entry to going lower to target these low. But it's only 16 seconds. I don't think so it's gonna happen now. Let me just annotate. If it close below, then this can be a another entry to target this low. No closure yet, right? So you have to wait for the next 5-minute candle. Gold, you see it's just ranging, so this one is not valid anymore, this PDA here. So So by the way, the trade I took yesterday, the explanation video is coming 4 p.m. okay? So I'm gonna push the premiere, you won't miss it, and you can watch the video. I think it's great. I explain why I entered, what was the story behind, and you know, let me know if you're gonna watch or not. So the question is that, do you like to watch recap videos? Do you like to watch trade recap videos, or it's not like your cup of tea? Okay, you like it, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna keep uploading, and now I'm trying to upgrade the stream as well, to show my trader weight somehow. I'm looking for some videos online on YouTube to be able to set my setup to be handy enough. Okay. Alright, gold is just ranging. That's really bad. Give me a second, I'm coming back. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee again, and then I'm gonna stream until maybe 7 p.m. That's gonna be 1 p.m. in New York time, and then I'm gonna just wrap up the live. It's almost like 2 hours 30, yeah, 3 hours long. Nobody's gonna watch this live again. It's 3 hours. Yo, Nicole. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up as well. It's just consolidating. I don't really wanna sit here for the next hour to have a trade. It's gonna be PM session already, and I'm not trading PM session. And then yeah, I haven't had anything today too. I had a short yesterday on gold, so I was literally down for the day already inside Asian session. I'm gonna upload the video. If you wanna watch the video, it's gonna be out like 4 p.m. New York time, and let me know what you think. And yeah, that was an interesting price action today. I don't feel like I missed anything. I think the price action is not moving that good, and here we still waiting for the second entry. If we have a closure below this, so I'm gonna wait this closure. If we have this closure, we can target this, so we can pyramid entry, put our stop loss here and target 2R, and risking $80 to make 180. And yeah, I'm just sitting on my hands. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap up the live. So no entry for me today. 9:25, that was a short entry, that was before my time window, so I'm not really care about those entries. And since then, no entry. We were reading price properly and correct. So right now was waiting for the continuation going higher to take out these. So if the PM session is gonna give some entry, go for it. Not my cup of tea, the PM session. It's continuation entry. This is not my entry model. I was just annotating, and then that's it. I'm gonna have 4 p.m. a new video recap because I had a short today already during the Asian session. I'm gonna explain why I entered and what was the story behind the trade. If you have any question, guys, please leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Alright, thank you so much for watching the video, and have an amazing rest of your day.